Hi YouTube, Michelle here from Paladin Global Market, and I am here to help teach you to start your own online reselling business. Are you looking for ways to be able to make a couple $100s a month, or possibly even step it up where you can even quit your full-time job to be able to do this? I would love to show you how. 15 years ago, I was pregnant with my first child, and at that time, I did not realize until maternity leave that I wanted to be able to stay home with her. I've always been a business person. I love to work, which I know is kind of strange, but I did not anticipate when I was home with that sweet little newborn in my arms, the wave of love and emotion that came over me when I decided, oh my gosh, I cannot return to work, or I have got to figure out a way, because I have 3 beautiful children from my husband's previous marriage at that time, and this was our first child together. And I only planned to have 1 biological child, so I knew that I wanted to be able to soak up every ounce of her growth and enjoy every moment of it. You can't get it back. And so during my maternity leave, I started desperately looking for businesses, different ways to earn money so I could stay home with her. As I went through, actually my maternity leave was almost up, and no solutions had presented themselves until one day, as I'm getting ready to go back to work, putting my shoes on, I saw the TV and there was a commercial. On the commercial was someone talking about selling a course on how to learn how to sell on eBay. I was like, eBay, okay. So mind you, this is 15 years ago. This is still when you would see things on the news, the local news, of things that would sell on eBay. You remember Beanie Babies and that type of thing? This was that time. And so eBay was, the hottest, newest thing, and not to mention the internet and the online marketplace. It was all growing and booming. So I was like, well, eBay, okay, maybe I could do that. So I normally would never order from an infomercial, but in this case I was desperate, and so I ordered it. When the package came in the mail, I was so excited to dive into it. It was really, now that I look back on it, it was pretty basic, but it was what I needed. I had never sold online before. It was still also the time that people were still leery to put their credit cards online. Online shopping was nothing like it is today. With Amazon and that type of thing, more and more people have become more comfortable with it. But back then they weren't. So it walked me through the process of how to start to sign up on eBay and get my user ID, and how to list an item, pictures, shipping, the whole works. So I went through that course. I devoured it very quickly. I think it was just in a weekend. I did everything it said, and then I started looking around the house for things to sell. I'm like, I have got to sell something. I've got to see if this can work. So I found a couple items around the house. Whoever bought this one item, boy, did they get a steal, because I was so excited, because the auction part of eBay was enticing and new, and I didn't know what I know now, which I will teach you through these future videos. But so it was new, and so I had this beautiful gold ring. It cost a couple $100 when I purchased it, but I no longer wanted it, and I'm like, this is perfect. I can sell this on eBay. And I was just, I just put it on auction and said, all right, we'll just let it go. It's worth it to learn this business. So they got a fantastic deal, but I remember the first time I logged in and I saw a bid on my item. I'm like, oh my gosh, someone's gonna buy my item. Because mind you, I didn't have any reviews. I was a brand new seller. So it was a big deal to get that thing started. So I sold the ring. Did not sell it for as much as I should have, but I sold it, and I was happy to have that experience. And then the bug hit me. I was hooked. I'm like, this is great, because it was from someone from another state. I'm like, oh my gosh, this has so much potential. And so that launched me into ways to try to find new things to sell, because you only have so much stuff around your house that is really a good item to sell for eBay. And again, I'll go into that in later videos. There's, you're going to run out of inventory. And if you want to keep a full-time business, which is what I was looking to do at the time, I was like, all right, I've got to find these items. So that launched my treasure hunt, so to say. I went to garage sales, thrift stores. I went to auctions. You name it, I did it. And then the most exciting thing is I started learning consignment sales. And I'll go into depth on that in future videos as well. There's just so much information that I want to be able to teach you. So after I started doing, I would go Saturday mornings, I'd wake up and actually let me back it up. Friday nights, I would go on to the Craigslist and different things, and I would map out all the garage sales that were advertised in my area. I'd print out all these, print out all the addresses. I got a map going, so I would have it from point A to point B, and I would make the quickest routes possible. I would get up super early, pack my sweet little girl, my little backpack thing, and she loved it, cute little thing, and had my cash in hand, and out we went. Get up super early and start hitting those garage sales. First ones to get there always get the best items. So I started to do that. And through that process, I started to learn what sells and what doesn't sell on eBay. And I was so excited to learn the things that I have. I want to be able to show you how to do that as well. There are things that are not good for reselling online. There are things that are too heavy to ship. There are things that no one's looking for online because it doesn't have a brand following behind it. There are things that, even though it may be a good item purchasing directly from a brick and mortar store in your local area, is not something that is good for online. So I'd love to teach you that learning curve of what I learned through the last 15 years of online reselling. I've sold on many more platforms than just eBay since then. I've sold on Amazon, Etsy. I even sold on Facebook and Pinterest. I launched my own private label product from from China, and had it shipped directly to Amazon and sold it that way. I've even worked myself up to reselling homes and fixing and flipping them for a profit. It's still the base premise of all of those are still the same. You make your money on the purchase. Think about that. If you purchase an item low enough and the item is a quality item for resale, then it's a no-brainer. It's going to sell and you're going to make a profit. I learned through the process of buying things that were not good for reselling, that you make your money on the purchase. You want to find items that have a following, that have a market demand, an online market demand, and things that can ship relatively cheap. Now, doesn't mean that we do not sell things that are very heavy. I've shipped things I've bought from government auctions, like big, large format printers, and had a truck come and pick up my pallet and send it that way. There was enough profit margin to be able to support that. But then there are other items that I have purchased that were totally a dud. So let me go ahead and walk you through that process in future videos. I don't want to take too long on this video. I really want to thank you for looking and watching this video. If you like it, please do give me the thumbs up. As you know, that really helps. If you'd like to see more videos from me, subscribe. My goal will be to try to list at least one video on YouTube a week at least for you, and I am excited for what the future holds. I would love to be able to start hearing from you if you're a stay-at-home mom, or I should back it up, or a mom that wants to stay at home, or a dad that wants to stay at home, or someone that is just wanting to supplement some income, and you would like to learn more. Please let me know in the comments. My videos in the future will be based on your requests, things that you have questions about. I'm here to help. Thank you so much for your time. Thanks for watching. And again, this is Michelle with Paladin Global Market. Have a wonderful day.